it that men of the same age with women pass on before the women? Why is it that husbands pass on before their wives? Let's listen and watch this video. You will have 8 reasons why all these things happen, so that you can take adequate precaution about yourself. Yes, it's very, very obvious. About 70% of male pass on before female of the same age, or husbands pass on before their wives. So these are the reasons. Among the most popular factors are: number 1, men are risk takers. You know, women, before we take a risk, we have to weigh the ups and downs and the odds that is involved in that risk. But men normally don't process it that way. Men are very, very critical when it comes to judgment, considerations, and the consequences of their actions before they take that risk. But men, they don't do that. When it comes to these risk takers, you see men smoking, drinking, biking, hiking, fighting, having unprotected sex, random sex, than women. So all these things are risk taking. Number 2, men do more dangerous jobs than women. Men outnumber women when it comes to riskiest occupations such as military, combat, firefighting, construction sites, mining jobs, astronaut. All these things are jobs that are very, very risky, and you barely see women in it. And those women that are involved in it take adequate precautions before they get involved in things. But men, boom, they are doing it. You see a man climbing roof that is that high, doing this, jumping this. But women, we hold back at times before going into these areas of opportunity. That's why you see a lot of women, they are teachers, they are nurses. We take cool jobs that are not highly risky. But men, the riskier, the better for most men. Number 3, men avoid going to the doctors or medical clinic. Those of us that are married, just think about it. How often does your husband go to the doctor? But for us women, we don't play with our annual checkup. We are watching weight, we are doing this, we are trying so hard to lose weight. But men don't do that. So men naturally are very, very reluctant to seek medical attention unless they are in critical, crucial condition. Most men, before they go to the doctor, they have tried all means. So they have taken a lot of agbo, a lot of chemist medications here and there. Before they will finally conclude this is not the best option, then they will go to the hospital. Most of them, by the time they get there, things have gotten worse and they'll be fighting for their lives. They know some of these sicknesses are better off in the hospital, but they will prefer traditional or herbal medicine first before going to the hospital. Men ignore medical signs, the red flags, the symptoms until it's so bad. But women watch our diet, we watch our weight, we take our medications as ordered. But men, they don't do that. So that's why before they go to the hospital, they are about losing their life, or they will end up losing their life. Number 4, men suffer more heart diseases than women. Testosterone hormone in men plays a big role in weakening the heart muscles, so making it very, very vulnerable for heart diseases to attack men. In the other way around, the estrogen in women plays a very critical role in protecting the heart muscles. Y chromosome, you know, men has X and Y chromosome, and the women has just the X, 2 X's of those chromosomes. So this chromosome in men has been linked to heart diseases, of course a lot of chronic diseases. But those Y chromosomes are contributory factors to heart diseases. But the other way around, the X chromosome again protects the women. So this has been a study done by the Harvard University, and they told us this. So that's why you see a lot of men suffering congestive heart failure, arrhythmia, chest pain, heart attack, coronary artery disease, peripheral artery disease. Number 5, cultural norms. So in most cultures, men don't speak out their problems. They don't discuss their issues. You will see a man suffering alone, carrying the entire body, and they're doing I'm the man, and they will not discuss it. They're carrying everything in their heart. They will not seek for help when it's possible. For us women, when we have problem, we'll discuss. So we call our bestie, we call our pastor, we call our doctor. We make sure we discuss. So remember what they said: a problem discussed is half solved. But men, they carry everything for heart because they are the men, and they are crying inside, and they are trying to tell themselves, I can handle it, I can handle it. Tough it up every time about everything. They bear it. So they think the solutions are within themselves. They consider it shameful to speak up or to discuss their family issues or whatever is bothering their financial issues with another man. That's why some men are going into depression because of the burden they carry around. They might even develop heavier or more dangerous sicknesses because of what they are nurturing in their mind. But that's why you also have a higher number of men or young boys committing tai of themselves, okay? But women will hardly do that because we are having discussion, we are finding solutions, we seek solutions, and we abide to it. And you see a woman praying or reading Bible or trying to find solution from God as well. But few men will do that. A lot of guys are suffering from cultural norms, and this thing is buying them inside. So sometimes we need to know when to draw the line. Men, know when to draw the line and seek for help. Number 6, incarceration and housing instability. So you all know that a lot of guys live in the street than women. Under the bridge, about 20 of them sharing one place. And when it comes to incarceration, that means being in jail or prison. Yes, they have about 80% of men to 20% of women being in prison or jail. People in prison are very, very vulnerable to a lot of sicknesses. Some of them will come back with TB. Some will develop cancer. Some of them respiratory disease, liver disease, heart diseases, and some people will even buy themselves while in the prison. Number 7, divorce. Yeah, you know, sometimes divorce happens, but statistics shows that divorce affects men more than it affects women. So research indicates that the life after divorce for men is more traumatic than it is for women. So divorce takes a significant emotional toll on men. Men don't have a whole lot of support network when it comes to divorce. But man is out there all by himself, wandering and being lonely and emotionally crushed, going down the drain. So the grief of divorce is heavier on men than women. So men are notoriously less likely to speak up or to seek professional help when it comes to something that is bothering them. But for most men, not being able to see their children as often they used to see them, play with them, be with them, talk to them, raise them the way they want after divorce takes a very huge emotional trauma on them. They go into depression. That again affects their health. So most men decline all round after divorce and are often not able to patch up their differences and also go into heartbreak or heart attack. Ironically, some of them will result into smoking or drinking or using drug, and these things will have a very huge toll on them, and you see the man vanishing into the thin air or deteriorating health-wise. Financially, some of them will lose their job because they cannot focus anymore after divorce. The last reason, men carry more family burden than women. In most cases, so it's not all the cases, but in most cases, or how the community or the norms around the society have made it to be, men carry more family responsibility or are intended to carry more family responsibilities. You see the rent, the light bills, the water bill, the feeding, the school fees, the clothing. That man is stretching so hard, and that is going to take a toll on him as time goes on. Health-wise, it's going to affect that man. And a lot of men don't know how to handle stress. Women have more capacity of handling stress than men. Remember, men are very fragile. All this gara. Men are fragile when it comes to emotion. Very, very fragile. But When it comes to stress, they are very, very fragile. But women can do so many things at the same time, and they will handle all of them very, very effectively. But men are not built that way. Some of them will have a heart attack, heart failure, depression, anxiety, nervousness. They can't even eat and rest. They are restless. They cannot sleep at night. If you are a nagging wife, it's going to take a toll on that man as well. So guys, take good care of yourself. Take good care of yourself is very important. So these are the 8 points that I want us to share. Please like, share, and comment on my video. There might be other so many reasons that we cannot say everything in this short video. So if you have any, if you have more, put it at the comment section. Please like, share, and comment on my video. Take precaution. Take good care of yourself as a man. We have one life to live. I love you guys. Like, share, and comment on my video. I'm your girl, Annie Otta. If you haven't followed me on all of these social media platforms, please do so. I love you guys. Stay safe. Bye, guys.